Hello, it's the Daily Host. I'm back with another MTG Arena deck video. This time we have Ominous Pixies. So this is a budget Izzet deck, that consists of Ominous Seas, Sprite Dragon, and many other things that help card draw, a lot of instants and sorceries. That's the main part of the deck. But the backbone of the deck is really the Ominous Seas and the Sprite Dragons and these Crackling Drakes. We drag on everything else provides support for the main deck. So opt card draw, shock, some small removal. Fairy Vandal, great card for card draw decks. Fibblethip, I love Fibblethip. Also draws a card, and it's a creature to get out early. Ominous Seas, um, this is just a very good card for these Izzet card draw decks. Cathartic Reunion, it draws us 3 cards. Fire Prophecy draws us a card and its removal. Fire Mind's Research, it's a 1 of just because you can draw a card or deal 5 damage, which is it's nice. Then Sprite Dragon, that's just an awesome card for this deck. With the haste is great as well. Cloudkin can draw us a card. Sea Dasher Octopus can draw us a card as well, but also more importantly, mutate onto things that are more likely to be able to get this ability. Then we have Flame Sweep for some more large scale removal in case we face any more wide decks. We got Royal Scions, 1 of for some card, mainly for its -8 and +1 ability, but it can be useful for its top +1, but it can be useful for its second +1. We Dragonauts, just a good creature. Crackling Drake, awesome creature. It's a pretty basic Izzet spell draw deck. And without further ado, let's get into some games. So I'm very excited to test out this deck. I took a more aggro approach. As you can see, there's no real unprobable alliance or unlikely alliance, whatever it's called. This hand, it's pretty good, to be honest. Despite all the lands, I think I'm going to keep it because we have this second turn, and then that third turn, which can draw us 4 cards, and then also the +1 ability draws us 1, so that these two synergize very well, and we've got an even land base. So if our opponent decides to play Magic the Gathering, then we should be good to go. Puppet Jace is just such a weird pet. I don't know, man. Look at it. Oh, so weird. With its little eyes. Interesting. Why is... I do like how different things you tap on this. Like the lava has the splash effect. These have the little chink and like the sparkles. I'm gonna stop recording here if this guy doesn't do something soon. Oh man, why do people like this exist? Do they exist to make people concede and win games? I don't know. All right, well, without further ado, I will hop into another game. Why do people do that? Ruins the game, but it's okay. Because hopefully this Chandra will be a bit better at playing the game. A bit of a different hand, but it's still pretty good. You know, we don't have much of a creature base. Ooh. Okay, I thought this was both Crackling Drakes, but we're good because we got a Sprite Dragon here. Fire Prophecy is good. So we'll be dropping this first turn into Sprite Dragon. And hopefully we can get some instants and sorceries down. Obviously you're dropping a mountain there. Palisade. So we're gonna go with this, and since this is non-creature spell and not instant sorcery, this Ominous Seas will give it the +1/+1 counter. So we might be facing Azorius life gain here. It's not the Garuda deck, obviously, because that doesn't run this and doesn't have the companion up there. And so I assume it might be an enchantment deck, actually. That's quite interesting. So we're gonna have to let we're gonna have to not use its haste. But once we cast Ominous Seas, we'll have a favorable trade into that. And for that matter, Alsaid. So it's looking pretty good as of now. We've got a Fire Prophecy as backup in case he tries anything suspicious. Gonna let that through. This is too valuable. Potential. Too interesting. Okay. Too valuable potential. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. So we're gonna drop that. Not the cycling. No thanks. And leave down in the comments what other decks you've been trying, because I want some ideas more on what I should build. I definitely want to do some sort of what's Abzan again, and some sort of Abzan reanimation deck with the, because especially since I got the Godzilla style for the Abzan big person, should we say. Now, if we have an island on top, I want to opt, but otherwise, I want to play this. No, I think we Fire Prophecy that before it gets too big, or before it gains them too much life, rather. What are they gonna do now? Okay, so that was to be expected. We could still trade into it if they try to attack, so that's good. Oh, that I can play, so I'm gonna keep that on top. So even though we don't get a counter on this, that's less important, because we're trying to get all the counters on this right now. So unfortunately, I don't end up getting the draw effect off of this, which is annoying, but you know, whatever. This is the second video in a row of non-tournament gameplay that I've faced life gain. I do hate that. I do hate it quite a bit, but sometimes you just gotta keep on rolling. So what's our move here? I think probably go for we Dragonauts. That was the right decision because I don't have card draw to buff these, and we're too invested in this Ominous Seas to bother putting another one down for a little while. Our best bet is just to try to hold out until we can grab a Kraken. So we're gonna have to let this buy a little longer. I'll block into that to prevent the damage. It's likely that he will have. Well, he could have an Indomitable Will. In which case, I'm gonna block into that. It's 1 damage difference, and it lets him not be able to use Indomitable Will. Okay, he has Care Mattress. This isn't looking like a very good game for me. But if we can just make it to Ominous Seas. Okay, so what I want to do here, let's go ahead and do that. I'll say it is a very powerful card. But I haven't used it yet because I just don't like life gain, okay? Mono white or Azorius life gain, I just don't like it. It's just such a. I like things that look like this. I like red. I like blue. I like green. And I like some black decks if they're doing interesting things. I just don't like the color of white in Magic. Uh, Although, like, I play it, just not as life gain because that's just. So, I have multiple options here. Because if I block into this, I can keep my Dragonets alive. However, if I block into that and they have an Indomitable Will or something, I'm gonna risk it. It's likely though. Okay. Okay, we're still in the running, for just a little bit. Oh man, that is nice. Oh, it is only 2 power, but that is an efficient blocker. Come on now. Let's not get roped like last video. Oh man, why do these people do these things? It's the life linkers. It's the life link players that do this, isn't it? Finish the game. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. Okay, good. So I get to draw a card here. This is looking more and more plausible. Assuming I can survive. Just 2 more turns, which I can just do by holding blockers. But if they do anything, to any of these creatures, we're dead. So I don't know. Interesting. Oh my god, this man's a genius. All right. I'm gonna pop into one more game before this video is over, just to really get an idea for what the deck is gonna do in general. Um, Obviously, I want hopefully a non-lifelink matchup. Oh man, the most satisfying times are beating life gain decks, and they can't get enough life. You just pummel them to the ground, beat them senseless. It's just such a nice time. Okay, so in this hand, obviously we can't play that, but this is a nice curve. Fire Prophecy is great here. I think it's not worth the risk of going for a mulligan. Interesting. So we can either go for, I think we go for Fimblethip, because we can Fire Prophecy on a different turn. I love Fimblethip. I just love the dude. He's great. What can I say? So next turn, I'll probably drop. Interesting. He's playing Ominous Seas as well. I'll probably drop Sea Dasher. So I could start getting some damage, some card draw. Although I could have dropped the Cloud Kid and then mutated this onto it, but I think creature advantage is going to be very good in this matchup. Interesting eye that the Kraken has here. It looks almost metallic. So here, could drop that as a 0-4, but I think a 2-1 would be better. So do we go for the purely aggro matchup is the question. I'll keep that on top for some extra card draw. Okay. Interesting. So I'm probably gonna end up mutating that next turn so that I can keep Fire Prophecy open. Unfortunately, we didn't top deck an Ominous Seas or our Fairy, but that's all right. So we don't want. We might actually. We probably want a. We can do that after he creates birds. This is a good bird blocker. But I think first of all, I should mutate onto our Cloudkin. With this on top, I guess, for the extra stat line. Nice. That is what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. This is flying. I don't want to attack with single tip. Nice. Nice. Next turn, I might double burn that, because that will buff the Crackling Drake to a 4/4, and they can get rid of this pesky bird maker. Although there is an argument to be made for oh, nice. Okay, so so here I definitely want to play that because I can draw an extra card with this. So I'm gonna deal 3 to that and discard either one really. I'm probably gonna discard the mountain. It's not really a discard. Okay, good. I get the land off the top, and then I can shock this. I wonder what he has. Obviously, it might be a disruption. So what could be done to the Murmuring Mystic? Okay. Interesting play. Very interesting play. There. Buy this guy. Might as well attack with that. He has to sack one of these into it. Or that. Which I am fine with personally to get everything off the. Why did that die? Is that a glitch? Oh, it said 2 health. Okay, that's fine. Smart decision. Another Fair Vandal. That's fine. We have our Crackling Oh, nice. Ominous. Wait, so we're gonna play down our ominous. And draw a card. Now that I wish that I had not spent all my blue. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna drop the land in case we hit another fire prophecy or anything else that wants me to discard things. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. They probably don't want to take damage more than I do. If they attack with both of their flyers, it's the only way to get damage through, and I can just. Oh, okay, Thassa. Whatever suits you. Whatever floats your boat, Thassa. Or sinks your enemy's boats, I suppose. More like. So I'm gonna drop Sprite Dragon here. Then quickly opt. Great. Nice. Buffing up all these. There we have it. So great deck. I had a lot of fun playing it. Very fun to play. I highly recommend it. I didn't spend any rare wild cards. You don't even need I don't think the rares that I put in this deck. Let me see actually. How many rares there are. So there's Fibblethip. You don't need that. Firemind's Research and Sea Dasher, which none of them you really need because Sea Dasher can be replaced easily. And then Fibblethip, like there's other card draw enter effects and all sorts of other things that can replace it. So you don't need any rares for this deck. Firemind's Research, obviously I didn't draw it in the game I won. Not necessary. So very, very good budget deck. And that's all. See you later.